We were focusing on 3 things. We need to explore the wilderness again, find out or gather up alien, otherworldly or other dimension ingredients for the Cleric's Guild, and try to find out the guard who has the... What the hell did he have? Pardon papers. Not sure what our options are. I doubt the pardon paper guy would go into other dimensions. That doesn't make any sense. I think I'd rather take pig meat than rations. Can easily get the necessary 20 of those.
The law requires that I warn you. My body is a trained and deadly weapon. Time for me to dole out some justice.
Fighter 10. Our Drake. Slightly more dangerous environment. Right, we need to take a look at the portal close to the entrance of the lower section of the city. That came out of nowhere as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, north of the quarry.
Here, piggy, let's barbecue.
Camp of orcs, I would imagine. But no orcs. Well, well, well. From Underworld. It's a hound.
Let's see how you like this.
We fight soon.
I can't actually dodge those.
I will seek a hand weapon for your use.
I'm clearly supposed to talk to this guy, and my familiar fucked things up. Yeah, he's the guy I spotted earlier. This is catastrophic, potentially. I have to do everything again. Right, this is... I fucking hate that familiar piece of shit. But what options do I have? That's clearly the guy who's the representative of the Thieves Guild. Maybe he was fighting the Hound close by and one of the attacks accidentally did a point of damage.
Annihilated.
I mean, I don't know. But it's bullshit. Bullshit either way.
Here, Piggy Piggy. Let's barbecue.
Nothing all that important happened on the way there, so...
Nice!
We can increase our speed by jumping now. Okay, right, that's where everything went to shit. We'll have to be careful how we attack there.
Here, take this clock key. It will be useful in the world beyond. There's lots of clocks down there.
Thanks, but isn't it a bit rude of me to just take the key from you and run? How you been, Dash? Been fishing at the pond lately?
Thanks, but you needn't try to carry on inane conversations with me just because I'm your friend. Copper, I know the world's slipping into the latrine, and you've got your hands full. Take the key and get out of here.
Sure, but we should still be able to find time to smell the roses, shouldn't we?
In case you haven't noticed, friend, even the flowers don't smell that good these days. The stink of these portals is overpowering, or is that Lord Jaren I smell? Anyway, let's see you close these damn portals. Then we'll talk about smelling roses.
Yeah, it went a bit differently this time. I think the dog
Hey!
wasn't
The portal
really
is pulling.
supposed to be there.
I'm being sucked in.
Don't want to go there. What is this anyway? I need to take these to the lyric guy. Mugwort. Mugwort. Use key on clock. Okay. If a clock may be wound, it may be overwound. The clocks found in the underworld are more than they seem. This device is the key to accessing their power. This moss has no apparent special properties of its own. It can be mixed with other ingredients to form useful combinations. Found growing in the cracks around the portals and rifts scattered across the woods. This moss is cool to the touch and soothes dry skin. Well, isn't that nice? Actually, I think I'll just dump the pork too. I'm gonna need inventory space. Might have to move a few items at a time. However, where is the man with the pardon? That's the biggest question mark I have, because I can't
Oh, so you want to play rough?
imagine how it would really work. Is it something that I should be able to find here in the portals? Is it something that happens at a specific time? Should I be on a lookout for it? Don't know. What I do want to check is... I'm gonna gather another ingredient, go to the priest. If he doesn't react in any way and I can't place all the ingredients there, I'll just basically dump them on the ground. Start gathering them there. New herbs. But what does that technically mean? What qualifies as a herb for him? Do all catalyst components, are they acceptable? I think the snow area had something, maybe the volcano area too. I don't recall the name. Some water, blah 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 blah. That's not enough. I wonder if the ice world other type look-alike items are counted or not. New portal, which we knew about. Not that new, really. Ice seed. Water sparkly. So that's at least 3. Oops, I accidentally ate it.
We fight.
Don't mess with me, you little creep.
But I think that's a Rift Hound. Now, since we're gathering these items, I might as well gather more than a single one. Right. Right, but there also seems to be changes in the environment from time to time. They seem to be timed according to completing portals, so I think we're okay to leave stuff near the cleric or the cleric's guild, as long as we don't complete any additional portals or completing the cleric quest. I don't recall any plants of any type really in the volcano world. In the ice world there might be the ice shards, but I'm not sure if they count. Look for new herbs in Portal Worlds. 5 times. I'll leave the additional ones somewhere else. I had a third one, I think. Did I?
Hello, Boris. I've got some new herbs for you.
Have 5 new herbs now?
Yep. Where would you like them?
As always, put on table, but not now. Josiah will see you now. He's very good.
Okay.
Well, Copper. It's been a long time since we had such a dedicated new recruit. Welcome to the Inner Circle.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, excuse my manners. I'm Brother Josiah, Head Finch. You can call me Joe.
Thank you, Joe. I'm Copper LeGray.
LeGray? I know. My sympathies for your recent loss. Your father assisted our guild often and will be missed by all Gladstone.
Thank you. Although, if we don't get these portals closed soon, I won't be the only one here with a pile of dead relatives.
We're going to look at that stuff you brought from the Portal Worlds. We hope the herbs will assist us in studying the natural aspects of the problem, but you know, somehow I feel that a solution beyond our own magics must be discovered.
Well, that's what I'm working on, sir.
I'll be in the back room at the lab table if you need anything in there.
Did not expect the mission to be completed this way, but I'll take it. Maybe it literally means 5 instead of 5 different ones. Anyway, I don't care at all. It seemed like a shitty quest to begin with.
Gotta go. See you later.
Careful you should be, Copper.
Come in, Copper. We have some more sophisticated merchandise back here. I'm sure we'll have some treats for you.
Thanks, sir.
Please, call me Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, better stuff, no doubt about that, but not seeing anything I haven't seen a lot of times already. Got to buy my crap. I just sort of don't want the Heartstone, because Livestones do that too, plus they can fully heal me, so they're much better items to use inventory.
Sure,
Spot on.
we'll buy that.
Mana Bracers. I think mages had that much earlier. That's pretty much it. Any new abilities? Can fall, my. Holy Strike. Ooh, Restore Familiar. Interesting. Restore Familiar. Cleric Advanced skill. A spiritual wellspring gives the player the power of resurrection over his familiar. Okay, I guess that's nice. So even less use for the resurrection items. Holy Strike. Attacks against all undead creatures inflict double normal damage. Yeah, I haven't seen a single undead creature yet though, so but double damage always sounds good, even if it's against a limited amount of opponents. Yes. I'm pleased. I'm pleased that something worked well for us.
Hey, Boris. How's the herb business?
Copper, nice see you.
Gotta go. See you later.
Still, one job down. I have no idea how to do these guild quests though. None whatsoever. At least the Mages Guild and Fighters Guild seem pretty straightforward. You go to another portal and you deal with it. And you can complete both of them at the end. You defeat some boss, you sample the shard. That's it. But how the fuck do you do the Fighters Guild thing? Errand for Lena. Get pardon from guard leaving keep. But what the fuck is that? Where is the guard supposed to be? Is it a guard that's literally leaving the keep, or a guard who's planning to leave the keep, or guards walking in the
There's another one of those guards.
Sneak up softly and snitch it.
Very nice.
Okay, that was easier than I thought. King's Pardon. Signed in King Richard's own hand, this pardon will allow some lucky dungeon crawler his freedom. Very rare. Well, that was, well, mystery solved there, I guess. I don't want to complain, I'm glad it's done. So, literally leaving the keep. Wonder what thief abilities we get, because we've already have all the basics, the backstabbing, lockpicking, stealing. So what additional skills? Well, poison maybe, but I don't know, it doesn't sound particularly useful. Your ability to kill targets is vastly too good for poison to be relevant.
This weapon works well on these beasties.
It works well on every beastie.
We fight soon.
Tough little bugger, aren't you?
No, not really. Single hit kills. This will take forever.
Nice! Swine!
Yeah, a lot more enemies than I recall there being here usually.
Why don't you just go ahead and kill yourself? It would save me a lot of time, and I'm in sort of a hurry. Let's see how you like this.
You got the pardon, copper?
I got it.
Give it over to me then, you fool.
I literally need to give it.
Yep, that's it. Imagine a king's pardon. Oh, you could do anything with this copper. Of course, if and you was to become the king yourself, you could write out these things all day long.
Yes, and the point would be?
Sorry. Okay, here we goes. Lena says she was to wait for you back in the... Ah, copper, I forget. She's back here somewheres and you're supposed to go meet her.
Thanks, Jaden. I'll find her myself.
Gigantic woman.
Copper, please come in. Since we have never officially met, I'm Lena.
Glad to make your acquaintance.
Welcome to the Bacchanal, and thank you for getting that pardon. We've got a man held hostage by the Dark Army. The pardon will complete the ransom. What? You look surprised.
This is somewhat awkward, but I had not thought of the pardon falling into enemy hands.
Oh, don't worry. While the boundary between friend and enemy may be indistinct, we'd never let a pardon go. It's a ruse, actually. And we're going to make a switch as soon as their expert verifies the goods. We'll give you the pardon back afterwards if you're that worried about it.
Thank you, and excuse me. I'm only 16, you know. I've still got a few things to learn about this world.
No need to apologize. I'd have done the same. As long as you're back here, feel free to look at the goods.
Is this an inner shop, sort of?
Yes, that and our jewelry work area. We remount gemstones, melt gold pieces, and other jewelry work.
The Bacchanal gets more interesting every time I visit.
It really doesn't, though. Emerald dagger. Emerald weapons. Oh, soft leather armor. Why is it so expensive? Coward's target shield. I'm testing these. What the fuck do they do? Emerald weapon was in Lands of Lore 1. It's used against spirits because they're pretty much immune to or extremely resistant to metal weapons. So you need some kind of a weapon besides metal to injure them. And the only thing is some sort of a, I think, emerald blade. It's not a particularly great weapon otherwise, but if you make the connection there, it can be quite useful. Right. Coward's target shield. The user of this shield has his might and protection reduced to 0. The small shield conveys partial invisibility when used. Okay, seems reasonable enough. I'm never gonna use this, but it seems a reasonable tool for a thief. Soft leather armor. The material of this armor has been treated with a special unquent that renders the wearer immune to acid attacks and reduces damage from fire by half. The surface of this leather armor is soft, pliant, and slightly damp to the touch. I think at least the quarry portal seems like it's basically you're gonna deal with a lot of acid if you go there. So this could be a good purchase at this point. Fire protection, half damage probably isn't terrible either. You're going to the underworld. So this could be a decent temporary armor, especially since I think the armor piece we currently have is something we found very early on in the game, like before even leaving the first map section or second map section. Emerald dagger. The green ooze released by this blade inflicts greater poison on susceptible targets 25% of the time. I don't think so. It's basically I'll kill them before the poison has any chance of being effective. It's a different thing though. This is it's a blade, a dagger, very quick, doesn't do all that much damage, so you're very likely to be able to inflict the greater poisoning, and then you can, I suppose, draw distance and just wait it to die. But it's very counter to my way of fighting, so it's a waste. And I think I'll just outright loot this time. The armor seems it has use. Greater Bazaar ring. For fuck's sakes. Tell me what it does. I think lesser one gives you limited poison protection. The organic material buried at the heart of this ring protects the wearer from the effects of greater poison. But I'm already immune to poisons entirely, so... I don't get the ring thing. I would get it if there were specific slots for different body parts. Then the bracers might be something you want to have some other item there. But since you only have 4 generic slots, I don't care. I don't get why you would choose individual protection items that are more expensive than the item that gives you full protection against both. I suppose they are sold by different shops, so you might not have access to all of them. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Okay, 277. 255. Slightly weaker armor, but a lot of protections. Get it. Also, I'm thinking of just selling the acid sacks. They don't fucking work. At least not in the way I thought they would work.
I don't usually buy anything back here, but as a favor to you.
May I buy this?
Yes, that you may buy.
I don't care about the death sacks at all.
I don't usually buy anything back here, but as a favor to you.
We need invisibility, we still have the mana masks, and I can probably make more if things become desperate. I need another inventory slot dedicated to food items. Right. We're less worried about the armor class specifically, more about specific immunities. Like a better way to deal with things. Yeah, what exactly do we know how to do? I belong to Coleman. Sniper, Death Strike. This skill represents the thief's innate knowledge of the living form and how best to damage it. When striking in close combat, there is a small percentage chance that the thief will kill the target with a single strike. So, dagger use, it supports that, especially if your dagger attacks are poisoned. Well, that's not really necessary. You have a lot of haste to your physical attacks, you have a dagger that's already a fast recovery weapon and all that, so yeah, this could be very powerful in the hand of a dedicated thief. Sniper allows the player to create a moving targeting window on the screen showing a zoomed-in view of the cursor's location. If a target is hit through this window, the strike does additional damage. The sniper skill allows for a backstab attack at range as well. Okay, how do you use this? Allows the player to create, doesn't really tell me how to do it though. Still, 2 out of 4 done. The rest require me to go to a portal at least. I think we should do exactly that. I want to test the sniping thing. Yeah, I don't see how that would really work.
Don't mess with me, you little creep!
Amateurs!
The biggest benefit is that every range attack seems to be backstab now.
Tough little bugger, aren't
Well,
you?
not everything. Death blow. Ooh, range attacks are death blows too. Excellent.
Smoke them!
Okay, that is a genuine big thing.
You make Cyrus
Don't mess
angry.
with me, you little creep!
I will seek a hand weapon.
I still don't get how the hell the sniping is supposed to work.
Think you're pretty tough, don't you? that's the way it's going to be, huh?
Death blow chance might not be great, but still chance to outright slaughter even a competent target.
You think you're pretty tough, don't you?
Game's been throwing a lot more fighting in my direction. That'll make much of a difference, but still.
Taste steel.
But again, this is poison for a mage. If you want to be a mage in this game, I think you basically are much better off playing a dedicated mage, because you need those high levels to get the high level of magic regeneration. Otherwise, you can't keep this up. Just can't. Not happening. Not with my mana recovery skill, for example. I just don't do enough damage, and it doesn't recover fast enough.
You little creep!
That might make summoning spells also more attractive, depending, because the creature summoned will attack all enemies that can before it goes away. So it might be expensive, but if you have a lot of enemies, you don't really want to individually cast some sort of kill spell on them. You want to either attack all of them at the same time, or you want to create the summon that will do the job for you. And if it's not a shitty summon spell, it might actually be able to pull that off. But yeah, I'm very pleased with what we achieved here now. I'll hold my ass to a portal, leave things there. So, yeah, there's definitely a door there. We need to conquer a dimension and sample the shard. That's the goal. Which one is it? I think we were going to go with the likely acid world, because we have immunity towards. Also have damage from fire, so it seems like the right place to go with the equipment we currently have.
Tough little bugger, aren't you?
I think I'll take some pig meat with me.
Oh, so that's the way it's going to be,
I wonder
huh?
what they taste like.
I'll get kill shots soon. Usually you'd have to go closer because you're doing so low damage, but if you have a chance to do a death blow here and there, it doesn't matter all that much, as long as they don't come at you. And if they do, you can dagger them to death.
Time for me to go out some justice.
mostly ignore fire attacks now too. I was thinking maybe there's a guide that helps you see how the hell does sniping work. The information given was totally inadequate. Right, quarry is our destination. We've also gotten at least one artifact, weapon or equipment piece from each portal we visited, so that I think we want to keep that in mind. For every portal we visit, at least have to get one.
We fight soon.
Oh, that's a lot of hounds there.
Shocking.
Hey! The portal is pulling! I'm being sucked in!
Yeah, you've been sucked alright. I think I'll leave things here. Against the hounds, the magic shield seems to be very effective, and I'm not taking that much damage from their individual shots now anyway. So things have improved at least a little bit.